Hey guys, MrGannyK here, and welcome to episode 2 of that podcast. So, before we do start this podcast off and all the topics I'm going to talk about, I do want to say a massive thank you to the people that did watch the first episode of this. I actually got some people saying nice things about the podcast, saying that, you know what, I like the fact that you've not tried to make it a finished article, but you've tried to make it a progressive thing that is your own thing. Because in the past, I've tried to kind of do rehashes of people's different series in the past. I'd try and make it my own, but it's never worked. But this thing is a project that I'm actually really enjoying. I'm really enjoying the fact that I can just speak to a mic and to people on YouTube and make it fun for myself and hopefully for you guys as well. So, anyways, let's get into this podcast and what we're going to be talking about today. So, we've got two topics that are actually rehashes from the first podcast, and the three others are actually the two others are completely new topics, and I'm hoping that you'll enjoy those, and you'll enjoy all of the topics in general. But anyways, let's get into it. So, the first topic I have for you today is about my infection. So I found out that I actually do have a sinus infection, not a chest infection, but it's really annoying. So last month I actually got a chest infection. I had no antibiotics. I had kind of nothing. My doctor actually just gave me an inhaler and just said, right, use this. Hopefully you'll be fine. It took me about 2 to 3 weeks to get fine and get over that chest infection without anything. And this sinus infection, I wasn't willing to take my risk and talk to my doctor again. I decided to talk to my nurse practitioner. Well, I didn't decide it. Actually, the receptionist at the surgery did. So, let me go to the start of this story. So, I got the infection. I thought to myself, right. Actually, it was my mum that said this to me. She said to me, right, Gan, you're just going to have to talk to the doctors and just say, you know what, I've got this problem, and they'll refer you to whoever you want. So I rang up my surgery and they were like, right, from what you've said to us and what you think's wrong with you, we'll refer you to the nurse practitioner. She'll see you at 4:40 and we'll try and get it sorted out for you. And I said, right, that's brilliant, thank you very much. So I see the nurse practitioner with my mum at 4:40. So we go in, and at this point I'm kind of thinking that it's my doctor, because I didn't really know my doctor very well, because we kind of have been going to a new doctor's. My doctor scares the shit out of me. She is not a very nice person. She doesn't have that personal feeling and that kind of rapport with her, I want to say customers, but with her patients. This nurse practitioner, first time I've met her, she sorted me out, gave me what I needed, and got me on my way type thing. But she didn't do it in a bad way at all, because that kind of sounded like she was like, right, you seem like you need antibiotics, wrote the prescription out, said, right, see you later, F off. It wasn't like that at all. She had a couple of conversations with me and my mum, talked about what I do as my job, and she kind of built up that rapport with me that the doctor just didn't give an F about. And I love that, and obviously the nurse practitioner isn't going to be listening to this, but if she ever does in the future, massive thank you to you. You were brilliant, love you to bits, nothing weird about that, but you sorted me out, and I'm feeling much better than I did on the day when I saw you. So she actually administered me some antibiotics and gave me some nose spray, that's the word. She gave me those two things, and they've been working pretty much fine for me. My nose isn't really causing much of a fuss as it was for the past couple of days, and my chest is mildly better. Obviously my voice is still a bit croaky, but hopefully next week when I'm doing the podcast, everything's going to be perfectly fine. I'm going to be sounding a bit more beautifully and sounding quite nice. But anyways, that's what's happened, and hopefully hopefully everything's going to be fine, and I'm going to be on my road to good well-being and being healthy. But anyways, talking about being healthy and being well, and yeah, that's kind of the shittest segue ever. But let's talk about the World Cup, because I feel like while the World Cup's on, I need to talk about it in all the podcasts while the World Cup's on, because quite honestly, it's revolving around my life at the moment. So I've tried to watch as many games as possible for the World Cup, and it seems that the South American teams are performing much better than the European teams, bar France and Germany, who are just doing their own thing and just rocking it out. It just seems that England never got to in the first match against Italy. They performed really well. I got that kind of Liverpool vibe about them, that if they didn't win the game, they still did well, but they didn't do as well as they maybe could have. But you know what? We're up there. We're performing well, which is something that England never, for me anyways, did. They never seemed to be a massive threat or to perform I almost said decently, but well enough for a World Cup. But this year it kind of changed. In the Italy game, they performed well, didn't get the right result. In the Uruguay game, they did not perform well enough. For me, I'm going to be biased because I'm a Liverpool fan, but Sterling should have been played in the centre, Rooney should have been dropped, and the full team, the lineup should have been Hart in net, Johnson at right back, Cahill, Jagielka, Baines, and then this is the change of formation that I would have done. It would have been the Liverpool formation. So in terms of FIFA, some of you guys will know this formation. It's a 4-4-2, just normal, the 4-4-2 normal, without the wide. So you have two kind of central midfielders that are your box-to-box players that are still performing a bit of width, but perform that kind of pressure role, that they'll pressure the opposition. And I think that's what they should have done. They should have made Gerrard kind of similar to Pirlo's role, in that he's going to be your quarterback. So if you watch NFL, the quarterback is, from what I've seen anyways, is the person that is past the ball and is passing over to the person that is going to be receiving the ball and gaining the yardage. I'm hoping that an American that's listening to this says, you know what, Gary, well done, because I don't know if I've got it right with that. But anyways, so that's what Gerrard should have been doing. He should have been playing that Pirlo role, what's his name? Whatever I said just back then. That NFL player who's really good and can pass to the receiver. He should have been that guy. I don't think he was. He was playing that holding role with Henderson, and it was just poor. It was a poor display. So Gerrard would have played the holding role. Henderson and Lallana would have been playing the wider role, the pressured role, and then you'd have Sterling as your cam. So your central attacking midfielder, and then you'd have Rooney and Sturridge as your two strikers. That would have been perfect. Can you see my logic with that? That Rooney still would have been contributing to the attack and played in a role that he's played for many years. And Sterling would have been playing in his number 10 position that he's becoming brilliant at. And he's having some man of the match performances because of him playing that role. So that would have been perfect, but obviously I'm not a manager, and Hodgson thought different to me. I don't think they performed well enough to beat Uruguay. Uruguay had two good attempts on goal and finished them both. Luis Suarez just destroyed us, just first-hand annihilation of us. And that's what we don't really have up front. We don't have a Suarez player, that world-class player that just can turn a chance to a finish, to an end product. We don't have that, and unfortunately that's cost us. But I'm hoping in the last game against Costa Rica we can really actually pack the pressure on Costa Rica and do like a really good performance, bring out what we all think these young lions can achieve and do. We just want something. We want to end on a positive note. Come on, just do it for us, England. But anyways, let's talk about something which is a bit closer to home for me, anyways. So I was talking to a friend on Twitter. This friend is called Kyle. His name on Twitch is iStabX. He's a good friend of the stream. He helps out the stream a massive load, and he was talking about what I do. He just asked on Twitter randomly, and I said to him, "Well, I'm a customer service advisor, and I work for a training provider in the northwest of England. We deal with apprenticeships, helping out unemployed people. That's what we do." So I explained that to him, and he said, "Oh yeah, that's pretty cool." And then I thought to myself, you know what? Let's make this into a topic for the podcast and kind of give a little bit of advice to people that do want to get jobs in the future. So like I said, that's what I do. I'm a customer service advisor. I help out people that are in need of apprenticeships or people that want to do one of our functional skills courses to help them gain a job. That's what I do. So, right, I want to talk about a call that I had about 2 weeks ago. The call happened like this. So I said, good afternoon or good morning. My name's MrGannyK. I work for da-da-da. How may I help you? So they said, right, my name's da-da-da. I'm looking for an apprenticeship for my son. Unfortunately, he's not home from school right now, but I want to find him a job before he gets back from school. He said, sorry, his mum said that. So this mother said that, and I was just like, for heaven's sakes, woman. I didn't want to kind of... obviously, I didn't say this to the woman, but my God, your son has got to grow balls and flipping ring me up himself, quite honestly. Sorry, but I love my mother to bits, and I love mothers around the world to bits. They're awesome at what they do. But quite honestly, they can't help a son gain a job. It shouldn't be done. They can help him with a CV or an interview stage, but they can't be there waiting for you after an interview. Quite frankly, that's just not professional. I wouldn't hire anyone that went through that. I just wouldn't. It's just not professional enough. You've not taken your initiative and you've not acted as an adult. So that's kind of where I was. That was my stance on it in my head. So I ended up having to say to the woman, right, so when your son gets back home from school, we'll try do our best with him. We'll let him ring us up himself. We'll speak to him, and then we'll try and sort him out with an apprenticeship, really. We'll try and get him on the road to getting into one of our apprenticeships. So I said that to her, and then her reply was, "Oh, I don't know if that'll be okay." And I said, "Oh, right, oh, why not?" And she went, "Well, I think he might have a problem with ringing you up. He's not the best on the phone." And I said to her, "Well, quite honestly, if he wants the job, the apprenticeship, he's gonna have to ring us up himself." And she was like, "Oh, okay," and then put the phone down on me. For heaven's sakes, quite honestly, you cannot... I think it's mollycoddling. I think that's what they call it. So what that basically means for people that don't understand that term, it means that when mothers kind of don't let you be free and spread your wings and don't let you take the initiative, that's what it was. And sorry, but this is to anybody. If you are trying to find a job, ring them up. If there is a number on that job description, ring them up. Show them how good you are as a person. Because quite frankly, employers or training providers want to hear that you have the initiative to ring a person up, and you're showing them the qualities that they need in their business. That's what they want in small detail. if I had a vacancy at my job, sorry, at my in my business, and someone rang me up saying, I'd like to know if you still have the vacancy for this job role. I feel like I'm an enthusiastic person. I feel like I fit the job role. Would I be able to speak to you and discuss this further with you? I'd be like, you know what? You've taken really good initiative. You know what? Have an interview with me. That would be my personal standpoint on that. It really would. And that's advice for anybody that is younger than me, because I know that I do have a fairly young viewership, like 15, 14 years. If you're trying to find a job, do that. Trust me, you will not fail with it. And if you do, you might need to just kind of smoothen down those raw edges of yours and just, yeah, you'll be fine. You really will. Just act positive, act like they need you, and you'll be fine. So, going on to the last topic, and I feel this is a very good topic because I've never spoke about this on a live stream or on a YouTube video. But I want to speak about why I actually started YouTube. And I actually started it in the past because I wanted to be famous and to gain a nice paycheck. I found out about a year ago what a fairly big YouTuber was being paid a month. And I was like, you know what, that has set me up for life. That is similar to my mum's wage. I'd be awesome with that. You know what, I'm going to be bringing out a video a week and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be getting like 10,000 viewers. I'm going to have like 100,000 subscribers. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be getting paid loads. And then I thought to myself, you know what? YouTube isn't as easy as people make out, especially people I looked up to in the past. So take these 3 YouTubers, for example, that I'm going to name. Syndicate. I'm a massive fan of Syndicate. I really like what he's done. He is the finished article for me. He knows what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. He's an awesome YouTuber. Japes FIFA. Obviously, he's kind of come down a little bit because I don't think he's bringing out videos at the moment. But he really was a YouTuber that I did look up to. He wasn't the guy that was always looking for the comedic effect, but he was a really big YouTuber. And then you've got AA9 Skills, who I believe is one of the best commentators on a video ever. The guy can mess up on a video and still sound so freaking awesome. I don't get it, and it's not a quality that I have. And you know what? Hopefully, I can progress with that in the future. But flipping, those 3 YouTubers are awesome, and I don't think when they first started out that they had the same mindset that I did in the past. I don't think they started out as, you know what, I want to gain all this money, I want to gain money, reputation, seeing fans around the world, it's going to be awesome. But that's kind of where I was coming from with it. And I admit I was arrogant back then about it. I feel that I could have made it a full-time job and, you know what, lived an easy lifestyle. But I want to say that my whole kind of vision about YouTube and about Twitch has changed so much. Like, take this for example. I'd never do a video like this in a million years a year ago. But right now, I could do this for a year, I could do this for 2 years. Because quite honestly, right now, I am enjoying what I'm doing. I like the fact that I can just hit record on a mic, just speak to the mic, and just enjoy it. I love what I'm doing. And that's what I want to come on to, that we love in YouTubers, especially the ones that I watch generally. I love the fact that they make real content and they have that realness about them. And what I mean by that is they don't kind of, if they make a mistake on a video, they're like, oh my god, cut this out. Shit, I can't be saying that. If someone hears this, it'll be bad. Quite frankly, they're not those type of YouTubers. And I love that. I love the fact that what they make is real, it's raw, and they are so good at it. And I don't want to say that I want to be just like them. I want to be my own person, my own MrGannyK, do my own thing on my YouTube channel and make it something that I love. And I think that's where I was going wrong in the past, that I didn't find doing YouTube videos, doing FIFA YouTube videos enjoyable, or any videos on YouTube enjoyable at all. But I've got a couple of things that I am going to be putting up on my YouTube channel in days to come. Sorry, not in days to come. Weeks or months to come, if I can find it enjoyable, maybe, that I think I really will find good, and I think it would make the channel a better place. Because quite frankly, I do want to make it a better place. I don't want to make it like as successful as I'd wanted it to be in the past. I still want to make it quite a good channel, but I want to stay true to myself and think, you know what, people are playing Goat Simulator. When that came out, everyone was playing on it, on Twitch. It had I remember I went into a Twitch live stream and it had 5,000 people in it. What the hell? 5,000 people are watching Goat Simulator. God fucking damn it. And I was doing a FIFA stream. I don't want to be that guy that's playing Goat Simulator because everyone else is. I just want to be my own person and do my own thing. But I've probably said that for about 5 minutes now. And anyways, I do want to just say that I'm doing this for the right reasons now. And I'm not looking back. I'm not doing the thing where I used to delete a video. See, Jordan, a good friend of the stream and a guy that I do a podcast with, he said this to me. He went, Ganny, you flip him upload a video and then delete it the day after. That's not what I'm going to do anymore. I can't look back on everything. I've just got to progress, move forward, and hopefully I'll enjoy many more of these videos to come, because I'm on a great road to enjoying them. So anyways, guys, I do want to thank everyone for watching this episode of that podcast episode number 2. It's been a really good, enjoyable episode. If it has been really long, I do apologise. If it's been really good for you guys, massive thank you. So, like I said, I want to thank everyone for watching. MrGannyK out. See you later, guys.